Hello, my name's Rebecca, and this is Your Bourbon Journey. I'm very excited to welcome you to another night of Thirsty Thursday Bourbon Cocktails. Tonight, we're making a very fun cocktail known as, traditionally, the Root Beer Rickey. Why, you might ask? Well, we're actually doing this as a fundraiser for our friends at Glenns Creek Distilling. If you're aware, the Frankfort flooding has been very terrible. You've probably seen online how Buffalo Trace has dealt with massive flooding. But then there are the smaller operators like Glenns Creek Distilling who have been flooded out of their property, who are trying to get in, who make a barrel a day and are now trying to recoup the losses and clean up after this devastation. We love these people there. Dave, Vicky, John, and the whole team are just amazing. So tonight, this is in honor of Dave. As a matter of fact, instead of calling it the Root Beer Rickey tonight, we're doing a throwback to the distillery where his property sits. If you didn't know, the property is on the original Old Cranky Distillery, and it's amazingly historic. They have been working for almost 10 years restoring the property. I really hope that you will make a visit there to see it. But tonight, we're going to do something that Dave enjoys drinking when he's just kicking back and relaxing and not quite hanging out at the still. And that is the Root Beer Rickey. But what we're calling it is the Old Cranky Dave. Now, Dave is not cranky at all, but he likes to make you think he is. So tonight we're going to make his favorite drink, and we're going to then put out a challenge to everyone. So let's get started. What are we going to need to make this drink? This actually is made with rye. So we have selected the Whiskey, which is the rye whiskey that Glenns Creek Distilling does put out. So that's pretty exciting because it's also a pretty high proof rye. So we're going to have a little fun with this tonight. Obviously, you can't make a Root Beer Rickey without root beer. In our household, we only have sugar-free drinks, so we will be using a sugar-free A&W root beer. This also calls for lime juice. And I did use the juice of 1 full lime. If you are measuring out of a bottled lime juice, it would be equal to like 1 ounce of lime juice. And that is really all there is to it. So let's get started. First, we're going to take our rye whiskey, which is called Whiskey in this case, and we're going with 2 full ounces because this drink is going to be a lot of fun. I've even heard tell by John Kemper, who works at the distillery, that this drink might just be something that Dave does when he's out on the riding mower and cutting the ginormous property that is Old Cranky Distillery. Now we're going to add our lime juice. I have already juiced 1 full lime, so it's just about 1 ounce. Might be just a tad more because that lime was pretty juicy. Next, I'm going to pretty much fill it up. It's about 4 ounces of root beer. And I know that may sound crazy, the whole root beer, but when you think about the notes that are in the root beer itself, that it is a root item, right? And it has a lot of spicy notes and the sarsaparilla that comes through. And then you also think about the rye notes and the spiciness there. So it really does work together. We're going to gently stir this just to make sure it's mixed up, and we will serve this chilled. And a fresh lime to go in this will just make it the perfect topper. So I'm excited to try this Old Cranky Dave. Cheers to you, Dave, Vicky, and John, and everyone that works at Glenns Creek Distilling. This is fun. This drink gets me ready for summer. It is light, refreshing. It's got all kinds of flavors popping. You know, that lime juice is really making it citrusy, but the root beer kind of brings in that savory note, and the rye, it's just phenomenal together. I'm really glad I learned about this drink because now this might be my go-to summer drink. It is absolutely amazing. So now for a challenge for you. I want everyone to be donating. There are several ways that you can help out. 1, you can go to their website and you can order spirits online. And they do not ship anything, but they will hold it at the distillery for you until you can come pick it up. We do that quite a bit, and then anytime we're in Frankfort, we stop by and pick up our box of Glenns Creek goods. So that's one option. Another option is to get a gift card. You can give it to a friend that's traveling in the area, or perhaps when you're planning a trip there. The gift cards are good for anything in the gift shop, including spirits or a tour. So that's a great option as well. That would really help them out. If you just want to help them out right now, immediately, with getting them up and running, getting a cash flow since they had to be closed for some time, so they can do the cleanup process and replace their forklifts and things that were damaged beyond repair, you can also go to their website and make a donation. They're in $5 increments. So here's my challenge. If you think this is a worthy cause, if you think this cocktail is something you want to try and you do make it and you like it, or even if you just want to do a good deed for the day, go to their website and donate $5. I will match up to $250. So I encourage you to do this and share this video with your friends. Get them doing it as well. And also check out our video from yesterday where we sampled several different offerings from Glenns Creek and also shared more information, including photos of what's going on and what they're trying to overcome at this time. Thank you so much for participating in this fundraising challenge. And I hope you'll raise a glass for this Root Beer Rickey, otherwise known as the Old Cranky Dave, and donate at least $5 to help them get back on their feet. Because we are the bourbon and whiskey community, and we help one another. Cheers and God bless.